a reminder to everybody, if you haven't seen the brackets, okay, that did not work, and I made everybody orange, but it didn't change the team colors. Fantastic. Okay, well, guys, at least it put the teams together this time. But it only changed the bottom of the screen. Like, the actual team colors are displayed here, so and up here. I'm sorry, we tried to fix this for you. That was apparently a mistake. For whatever reason, I can't hit Alt-F in-game to change this, so we'll leave it as is. I can't get rid of the overlay, though, so let's hop into it. Spawning here in the bottom central portion on Catherine Square, it's going to be Team Dead Pixels, featuring the Purple Zerg player True and his teammate Patience.
In the top position, as Solar is awesome, it's the Blue Zerg Solar and the Red Protoss Stork. They could have named themselves Samsung Galaxy. Why didn't they?
Well, I call them Team Dead Pixels because they didn't submit a name.
What? No.
Solar actually wanted the name Solar is Awesome.
Oh, but I mean, like, they should have, right? Like, that branding. Stork is his captain, okay?
Stork was probably... I bet you Stork doesn't
Stork
even
was,
know.
like, nice enough to be like, Solar, you can have that name.
Well, Solar actually went for a pretty early pool this time. Let's talk about that really quick. I do apologize. I can't swap this. There is no perfect 2v2 overlay. This is the closest we can get. And evidently, there are a couple of bugs with this, as we're now learning. And one of these is that these guys here are on the bottom of the map, but these guys here on the bottom of the overlay are on the top of the map. So, again, apologies.
Okay.
But yeah, so I don't know if he's planning to cheese this one out a little bit. Catherine Square's got this really interesting zigzag you have to take through the map. I shouldn't really call it a zigzag. It's like a straight shoot, but there's the watchtowers. There's going to be one wall to conceal two bases.
So the opposite of a zigzag?
Well, I just meant like if you wanted to get around the watchtowers. Like if you're going for cheese, you don't want someone to be sitting at the watchtower. Overlord's waiting to catch you, right? So like you'd have to actually
No one
zigzag.
takes watchtowers in 2v2.
I take watchtowers all the time when we're playing. What are you talking about? Nobody takes the watchtowers in 2v2s.
I don't believe that.
You know, if you want to just go ahead and stop taking your teammates for granted, that would be great.
I might be thinking of 4v4s.
4v4s, I didn't touch the watchtowers. No, we were busy cheesing and getting cheesed.
Then I was mistaken. I apologize. You're a good 2v2 teammate. I really wanted to think of some pun, do like I choose you, but it didn't quite work. You know, like from The Simpsons, I choose.
Yeah, Ralph. Yeah, everyone knows that. So. Who hasn't seen that or heard that reference? If you're on the internet
Canadians,
at this point,
because Canadians, all right.
Okay, fair enough. Now, we do have Solar banking up these leggings. He didn't want to quite reveal these right away. This early speedling attack is really cool, and I applaud this, but there's a wall, and it's not going to get anything done. Unlike some of the other 2v2 maps, there is no back way into the base. There are several 2v2 maps that do have back entrances, but I did not include them in the map pool.
So they see it with the Overlord, and the Overlord will die, supply blocking True for just a tiny bit. But they know, you know, they know an attack's coming, so they get one sentry that won't block off the ramp, but it'll stop a pylon from going down, you know, before it really.
Almost blocked out. That would have been so sick. Looks like Stork's Zealot is going to chase this through. The force field does get forced out a little bit earlier than I think he wanted to, but yeah, the mothership core out of patience, just like hammering down from above. This shouldn't be too hard to hold. I mean, there's going to be Lings behind us too. All he has to do is hold position in this gate, and he's good.
Stork is 3-gating versus Patience's own 3-gate. Very good then.
Going all in like this is scary. The Stalkers could open the wall where Lings normally wouldn't be able to, right? As we see, the mothership core can't really involve. She's so close to going down. Patience knows how close this is too. He's getting a little bit scared. If the gateway goes down, that's the biggest wall to open the hole through. Forceful's gonna go try and lock this into position, but the mothership core does fall. This opens a big way into the base, and Solar is gonna break right through. Stork now with the Stalker control coming in with a big advantage over his opponent. There's just no way. He's trying to chrono out Warp Tech, but it's nowhere close to done in time for this. Solar comes back to defend his teammate, though, surrounded by these Lings, but not for long. Probes are pulled. Desperate times call for desperate measures. They're trying to hold the wall. They're trying to hold the line, but it's not working.
Solar is awesome.
Oh, but here comes a couple of spines. Maybe?
I didn't even notice he built spine. Yeah, it's too bad he also lost a mothership core that would have a cannon. That would have been really helpful.
Yeah, we got a little bit
in range in a lot of this action.
Stalkers are starting to get dwindled down. I mean, so many probes were lost in this, but the weird contrast to this is the other team cut workers really early to make this happen. So Patience being on 10 probes isn't that bad, considering the fact that Solar's on like 11 workers himself, right? But the matter of defending, they've definitely held for now.
Yeah, they've got to go into a macro game, but everything is almost identical, except that True is an entire base up.
That, but Stork's got more workers, so I really don't know where this falls as far as the economy for this. There is no wall up for them, though. That's what's going to make this really difficult. This hold, there's no banelings, they don't necessarily have better money to make more units.
Yeah, what is that? Like, so, like, one person has a base up, but it's a Zerg, so they're not really droning off of it. The other person has, like, a lot of probes. Another two are just, like, down in, like, the gutter of economy.
I think this is when, as Solar, you start saying, Stork, send me some of that sweet, sweet cash. I need a hatchery, baby.
I was like, I thought it was an actual 2v2 pro, because Perfume doesn't count. But if using your minerals is better than, like, sending your teammate minerals.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends. Like, later on in the game, if you've got upgrades and your teammate doesn't, it makes more sense to use it yourself. But yeah, early on like this, it's a struggle to say the least. Solar is having a hard time defending, constantly pulling back from these lings, hoping that Solar is able to soak the hits, I guess, instead of the Zealots, instead of the Stalkers. But as magnificent and as dire as it may be, both teams, they hold their attacks.
Yeah. Stork, again, the one with a lot of probes. Of course, on one base, so it's starting to get to the point where it's not really like, helping him the more probes that he gets. But there's that hatchery. And if True just, like, starts droning up himself, which he is a little bit right now, I mean, that's going to be much more efficient mining.
Oh, man. Trying to run right through. Not quite going to work. He's got to take the fight at face value.
Banelings are an excellent choice.
But at the same time, Stork might be able to focus, or Patience might be able to focus him down, maybe? So it's probably like, please shoot the Baneling! God, shoot the Baneling! There we go! Focus fire almost gets it. Misclicks once, there we go. Now Solar gets back in the fight. Atop the Stalkers right away, big surround goes down. We do have, however, more links coming out for Solar to defend this. So looks like once again, Team Samsung Galaxy, or Solar is awesome, will come out a little bit better than their opponents.
They're also both on Samsung Galaxy, I'm just saying. This Oracle might be a really big surprise. True scouted it, but there's still not much defense for it. Oh, okay, well, Patience is also getting an Oracle. So much...
But a quick follow-up here with the Phoenix should be able to shut this down. True's going to take some turn losses, but he can transfer these away. Or try to.
You just transfer him into more dying.
Yeah. This transition here was death, Zombie Grub.
Yeah. Unnecessary of a...
Yeah, well, I guess he was worried about how long that would go on for, right? Overlord in the backside from Solars can confirm this is only going to be one base for their opponents. Oracle from Patience. Yeah, gets a couple of kills driven away as well. Doesn't die, though.
Oh, look at Solar's drone count.
Yeah, it's been in the gutter for a while.
Yeah. I think canceling that spore. He peaked. He probably should cancel that spore and just let Stork cover his base with two Stalkers.
But again, like, this is the question of like whether the economy matters as much, because Stork on two bases with a lot of probes and chrono boost might be able to float somebody to his teammate to make up that difference. I guess it depends on how much of a macro game they're focused on playing, or whether they are going to try and just end this quickly. Looks like the other Oracle does get picked off without getting too many more kills thanks to that photon overcharge.
They're both going Phoenixes again.
Oh,
so.
Well, you know what? True actually doesn't have a Baneling nest like Solar did. This defense is going to be rough.
I don't think Solar is going to commit without a Banelings, though. It's great if it's a ZVZ, but when the Force Fields are there, when the Phoenixes are even there, oh my god!
Oh my god, that's almost game ending! Oh my Jesus, did that just happen?
Game ending in a ZVZ, but there's still Force Fields they have to break through.
That's true, that's very true, but that's so much army value for True. Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, I think they're gonna hold for like as long as a force field lasts, but they're gonna run out of force fields, and that's gonna be really scary.
If he just dives in with the Phoenix right away and Graviton beams up the sentries before dying, that might buy just enough time to get the Lings underneath them before the force fields go down.
Yeah, and while the Phoenixes of Patience might do well against the Protoss units of Stork, they really won't help out that much versus the Lings. So it might be worth it.
Like, what are you gonna bust through this, right? Like, it's not a proper wall off or anything.
That's not even a proper force field wall off.
No,
Like-
it does get a breakthrough. He gets on top of the sentries. Oh, that last baneling was a great connect. Now the Ling's going to flood in. We're going to see who's actually got more units on the field, because that's what's really going to tell the tale of this. We got almost no Phoenix in the air left for Stork, but that's okay, because he's actually winning with the Stalkers. However, the Lings versus the Lings have pretty much washed one another out, and now it's Stork versus the world. Solar doesn't have anything but a couple of Lings on this side of the map to help out with. Zealots, Stalkers, oh my, and there's a lot of them. He's going to break these couple of Spine Crawlers, but this is kind of it, right? Like, this is the last couple of units. Repositioning the Spine Crawlers is a risky move, but one that was absolutely necessary.
They might just barely hold. Patience, I mean, the only thing he can produce right now is,
Oh, here comes the probe
unfortunately,
pull.
like, Phoenixes. He only has 2 gateways. His other one died.
Yeah.
And really not a lot of money.
I can't believe this. He does have another base behind this, so pulling the probes perhaps not that scary, but it is, again, necessary. Just trying to keep everything back away from the Spine Crawlers. More Spine Crawlers are coming down. The static defense this game. What? Why? Okay, awesome.
I didn't need Stalkers and Sentries. It's fine. Seriously, I don't know if he'll... Like, he's going so heavy into Phoenixes. I mean, if everything does stabilize, I guess he'll rebuild that Cybernetic Core. But right now, he's just like, I gotta build, like, anything that I can. Solar, by the way, still on 1 base. Still on 12 drones. Like, the amount that he's helping is becoming, like, less and less. Like, oh god, there's just so many... There's just so many minerals.
You know, the Banelings, they did their job, though. They took out the sentries right away. If you can keep doing, like, almost surgical executions, then that's actually enough, I think. Because if it's a PvP, like, let's assume for a weird situation, it's PvP, Stork versus Patience. Stork's got double the probe count. Stork's got a great base going for him. Like, I feel like Stork could carry this.
Lings get into Stork's base, as well as, I guess, some of True. Or Solar, rather. Get rid of a couple of probes.
Oh, wow. Stork, I'm talking about his probe count, but you realize? I don't think you realized he was like 34 out of 24.
No, he did. He pulled because of Lings.
Oh, okay, you're right, my bad. Sorry, I just looked over and I was like, what? Why?
This entire time! No, it's fine. There's what? It's a Stork, the pylon, how?
I don't know how he snuck it in. The guy's a magic man. But now he's got a backdoor entrance into the base, something they've been looking for this entire game, as breaking this ramp has proven to be difficult time and time again. I don't know if Patience realizes there's a pylon. It does now, okay.
You know, might have thought there was a war prison, but the Lings get back into Stork's natural base. I mean, you know what's funny is that Stork could wall off.
I fixed the colors! if I hit V to look at someone's vision and reset the colors! I don't know why, but okay. Cool.
I don't really know where this is. Solar is dragging Stork down a lot, and Patience and True are starting to stabilize. These lane counterattacks have been amazing.
Yeah, it's I can't believe this game even got to this point. We had like 3 game-ending attacks, is what it looked like to me at least, but we do have Solar on the other side of the map starting to run away. We got Roaches, we got Phoenixes. As you said, these Link attacks have been a little too much. This one is going to be way too much. Wow! A lot of Links managed to sneak all the way around the side of the map, avoiding vision, and they catch Solar completely off guard. Queen goes down immediately. A couple drones being pulled, but little there are. 11. Oh god, he's going to have no drones. Solar can't even build another one. He doesn't have enough money to build a new drone.
He protects me, probes.
Oops.
Oh no! No! Oh no, we lost drone!
Yo, Stork is pulling back everything for this too. Like I don't think he realized just how out of hand that got until just now.
Yeah, it's so dumb though. Like Stork. Oh no, wait, he couldn't have walled. Well, you can't wall that off, right?
Stork he manages to make 2 more Lings with what he has. New Queen pops out. I guess Stork did send him some cash there to be able to afford this. It'd be cool if that would show like a little thing that'd be like, you know, worker money transfers.
Ooh, Stork, do not make any more Phoenix, man. Like Patience has got that down and a second Stargate.
Yeah, this was a cool attempt to go with the Phoenix. Wow, that looks really stupid. What is happening here? I don't even know. Someone's winning that fight. Just stack on top of each other. I don't. It's surprisingly even for a little time there, but. I think the Roaches have done it. I think the Roaches are gonna wins this game. They both lost everything. Team Samsung Galaxy.
Solar's at 0. Just 0 supply.
Oh my goodness, poor Solar. We got a Nidus Storm coming up behind us. We got a Fleet Beacon coming out behind this as well.
For Tempests? So?
I hope Carriers, to be honest with you.
He might think that Stork is still going into Phoenixes, so if you're getting the range upgrade. I don't know. Stork is still going Phoenixes for whatever reason.
Well, it's
not gonna work. Oh god.
Patience is killing probes. This is a really scrappy final game in this best of 3, and I'm really glad we got to cast it, because this didn't go at all the way I thought it would. Stork's gonna hold up on one base. He's got Forge coming down, but where's the... Well, there we go. There's the Nidus Worm. It's like, oh, you put a proxy pylon in my base? Let me just pay you back the favor with a Nidus Worm.
Oh god.
Well, I think this will be the nail in the coffin. I don't know. I mean, Stork's pulled off a lot of miraculous holds so far. And Solar is doing nothing right now. I don't know, maybe he just shared control at this point. It says here, Solar, control my shit. Like, you're not doing anything anyways. Because, like, what else is Solar doing right now?
Microing Overlords.
We want to say.
Oh, there better be some, like, you know, grade A micro if both of them are controlling.
You know what? Anion Pulse Crystals. Duh.
That's what I said. I think he thought Stork was still going to
But he never started it, like...
Oh, well, okay. Well, I mean, they're winning, so whatever.
Yeah. Phoenixes are going to swoop in, clean up Stork. They're going to fall to the loser's bracket. A little bit sad to see. They were going to walk over down there, I think. I'm not sure how the brackets are set up, actually, off the top of my head. But, again, Team Kimchi did not show today, so they lose the winners and lose the loser's bracket. A good game is finally called, and Team Dead Pixels will take the series. They'll move on to fight against Team Ryung Farts. That is